Hi lovelies, welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. It's not about makeup or skincare or any of those sparkly lovely things that I do love. I have been having a really difficult last few weeks, and I just wanted to share with you and update you on what has been happening. Before I do get started, I truly want to thank the gorgeous and wonderful woman who I have been able to chat with, converse with, share with, and you are helping me and making these really hard weeks just so much better with your wonderful positivity, your friendship, and your beautiful kindness and your wonderful thoughts. And I really appreciate it, and it's more than I could ever have asked for when having my YouTube channel. I wanted to connect with women like me who liked the same things as me, and I really am meeting some women that I think, wow, I'm so pleased we connected. There's so many things that are similar in our lives that it's just amazing, and I truly appreciate you, and I thank you so very much. I just want to say before we even get into any of this is that you need to take care of your health. You need to do all the checks and balances that you should be doing, and as a woman, getting your mammograms. I had my usual yearly mammogram on the 6th of October, and it was just my normal standard mammogram. I've been having mammograms since I was 35 years of age. My mum had breast cancer at the age of 50. Prior to that, she'd had cervical cancer, and at 65 she passed away with lung cancer. I was 28 when she died, and I was 16 when my father died of cancer. So I've always been really scared of cancer, and I have been super diligent and very proactive. I paid for my own mammograms until I got to the age of 42, of when, because of my family history, they started to be funded. And so every 2 years I had a funded mammogram, and on those off years I continued to pay for my own. 4 years ago in 2017, they detected precancer cells from my routine mammogram, and they said I was one of the best case scenarios because they had caught it right at the beginning, and really easy, and it was a lumpectomy. I didn't need radiation. I was really thankful and thought, yay, I'm doing the right thing. So 4 years later, 6th of October, I go for my mammogram. In the past, it's usually been, if I don't hear from them within a couple of weeks, I am pretty tickety-boo, and I had just moved on thinking everything was good. Then I got the phone call that I needed to have a call back, and that usually means because they've found something that they want to take more of an in-depth look at. So on the 27th of October, I went in for these tests. I've had them before, went through them before in 2017. But I did get home and say to my husband, something's not right. Things were just a little bit different this time. And by that I mean I had another mammogram that was stock standard. I had an ultrasound, of which they took particular notice where obviously they thought they needed to look. Plus they spent a lot of time on my underarm where my lymph nodes are, and that had never happened to me before. And then when I had to have the core biopsy whilst having a mammogram, you lie down, you are having a mammogram and they pop a big needle into your breast and take tissue samples whilst in the mammogram to ensure that they are getting the right spot and they're getting the tissue from where they want. And I felt that I was getting extra special care compared to last time as well. So I said to my husband, I'm not too sure about this, but that was that. Then I got called back to see the surgeon after that, or see the specialist after that. So I got called back to see her, and it was the same surgeon that did my surgery in 2017. And she said, look, unfortunately we have found breast cancer this time. But she showed me the mammogram, and my husband and I were pretty okay with it. It looked like it was another early catch, but it was a really little speck in my breast that they had tested positive for cancer. So we thought, yay, that looks amazing, it's small, it will probably be a lumpectomy again. She went on to say, the radiologist is, a little bit concerned with your pictures and has said that your breasts are really, really hard to read and they would like you to go for a MRI. So I was scheduled for an MRI. We had the conversation about going through the public health system or using my health insurance and going private. And we were going through another thing at the time. That exact same day that I got told I had breast cancer, Andrew's mum was really, really ill and she was going downhill. As it turned out, she passed away that night, the same day I got told I had breast cancer. So they suggested, so we had this conversation and we decided, well, yes, the public system's amazing here in New Zealand, it really is, but there could be a lag, a delay in things. By going private, I was scheduled, we're looking at the 27th of October here. On the 2nd of November, I was having my MRI. If I was in the public system, it is quite possible that I would still be waiting for my MRI now, rather than being down the process that I am at the moment. So I'm really pleased at the stage that I've chosen to use my health insurance and go private. My health insurance policy is 80% cover, so I have to pay the 20% shortfall, plus we have limits on what we can claim. So I'm going to end up getting to a limit that the insurance company won't cover, but in the meantime we'll keep going this route. So I had my MRI, and then I went back to see the surgeon again on the 4th of November. So 2 days later, really 2 days later, I go back to see the surgeon, and she showed us the screen and she didn't have to say anything. I had my boobs, because in the MRI for your boobies, you are lying on your tummy and your boobs go through 2 circles. So she was very, very funny and said it's not the most flattering picture. And so had my boobies, and one boob was completely black because that was all good, and then the other boobie was really white. There was about 80% of my boob that looked white, and they had used a contrast in me to take the MRI. They still thought at this stage that it was nothing to worry about and it could just be precancer or thickening or anything like that. They knew that this small speck that they had found was cancer, but they were hopeful that the rest of it was just something unusual. So they asked me to redo the test that I'd done previously on the 27th of October, but more in depth. Now, in the screening program, your mammograms are 2D, and that is what picked up the calcification in my breast that turned out to be cancer. When they did the 3D when they did the 3D image, this is what was shown. All that cloudy area was a problem that they needed to look into. Once again, they weren't too worried. They just thought they needed to look into it and wanted to determine what it was. So from that mammogram, I went to have an ultrasound, and whilst I was having the ultrasound, they took samples, breast tissue, from that area that's showing in this picture here. They also, after doing that, drained some fluid from a lymph node under my arm, and they had to send that away for testing as well. And then it was the waiting game. The waiting is the absolute worst. So the waiting for those results to come in. Then so the 27th of October, I had the call back. The 2nd of November, I had my MRI. The 4th of November, I caught up with the surgeon. And, then I had my follow-up. Extra tests done on the 8th of November. So all those extra tests. Then I met the surgeon again this week on the 16th of November, and I must admit I got up early, I did my hair, I did my makeup, got ready for work because the appointment was first thing in the morning, and I thought, we've got this. On the scale of here to here, I'm here, I'll get the lumpectomy. She had talked about having radiation and we'll be fine. Unfortunately, rather than being at this end, my news was at this end, and all that area in that 3D mammogram did show to be cancer. The thing that is really scaring me the most is the fluid that they took from my lymph node also tested positive for cancer. So tomorrow and this video will go up a couple of days after filming this. Tomorrow I am off to have a PET scan. What that entails is first thing tomorrow morning I will head off to the hospital, and in a nice quiet room I will sit quietly with an injection that over the course of an hour will deposit radioactive glucose into my system. After an hour, I will then go to basically like an MRI CT scan machine, and I will be in this machine for around 40 minutes while they scan the whole of my body to see if the cancer has spread. I am really concerned that it has. It appears that the 2D mammograms have missed this mass. As they have described, it is a really sneaky way of it coming, and it wasn't picked up on my mammograms, but it is quite a significant area of breast cancer. So far I have tested positive for the estrogen hormone-based cancers, and I have been told that treatment for that would be around 6 months of chemo. They are awaiting tests on HER2 type cancer, and I was advised that if I test positive for HER2, it could be up to 12 months of chemo. I'm also going to be having a mastectomy. A team of specialists are going to be meeting next week, and after all the results have come in from my PET scan, gathered with all the information that they have gathered over these last few weeks, they will determine a treatment plan for me. I am really hoping it hasn't spread and it is only my breast that I need to contend with. I am more than happy to lose both of my boobs, to be quite frank with you. Just take them. I just want it gone. I've worried about this all of my adult life. So on Monday the 29th of November, I will be meeting with the oncologist, and he will give me the plan after the team meeting. The surgeon did say to me she is not sure what plan of attack they will take, whether they will do chemo and then a mastectomy, or surgery first and then chemo. So that's all up in the air, and I've got about 10 days to wait for that information. I just wanted to share that with you because going forward, that is going to mean that my channel is going to be a little bit different. I may not be able to film videos on a weekly basis if I'm having a really crap time with not feeling well and everything else that's going to go with it. I really have no idea. I sort of do, but I don't know until I'm going to be in it myself. I'm going to lose my hair. I'm going to lose my eyelashes, the one thing that I love that help me feel pretty and feminine. I do have microbladed eyebrows, so I will still have my eyebrows, but my channel's going to be really different in the next few months. I am still going to want to do, I really seriously thought about whether I put my channel on hold, but with talking with the guys behind the scene, the girls that get why makeup is such a joyful thing to have, that I know that I'm going to want to play with my makeup to feel feminine, to feel attractive, and so I'll still be playing with my makeup. So I'm still going to do that for my channel. It's just going to be a little bit different. At this stage, I'm not going to be buying all the new makeup that is being launched. Recently, I have to say, this year has been the best holiday season ever for makeup, and I have bought so much, it's not funny. I am going to still get those videos up between now and Christmas of the new makeup that I have purchased, but going forward there'll be a lot less of those new makeup reviews, unless something comes up and I feel it would be a pick-me-up for me that I can share with you. But my resources at the moment are going to be going to my health, and makeup is a very far distant second. It's definitely not going to be my priority. My health is. So I hope that you guys will stick around to join me in whatever content that may be going forward while I go through this process, and hopefully, and I am sure with the right mindset and the right care, I will come out the other side and I can get back to my channel. But my channel is going to take a huge deviation between now and probably this time next year. I just want to say thank you so much for your support, your kind, heartfelt comments have been amazing. I also want to acknowledge that I have the most amazing work colleagues, boss. They are just amazing, and I'm really grateful and so thankful to work with such amazing, wonderful people, and to have their support and their understanding, and not having the stress about my job, because they are just so incredible, and I'm extremely thankful for that. I have an amazing family. I worry about my children because I know how I felt when I was young and I lost my parents to cancer. So I do worry about my kiddies, even though they're 20 and nearly 25. I worry about them. My husband is being amazing, and I really feel for him because he's gone through losing his mum as well in the last 2 weeks. So it's been a real roller coaster. I didn't bother putting any makeup on. I decided that I was having a really early night tonight because I'm not sleeping at the moment, and I needed to get to bed early because I am supposed to be in a really calm state tomorrow morning to have this PET scan. So I just thought I'd have a shower early and just film as I am, just to give you an update of things, and just a warning really that my channel is going to be different going forward. Probably, as I said, between now and Christmas, nothing will seem different. I have pre-filmed some videos while this has been all going on. When I have been able to, I have filmed some videos. So I do have some videos that I can get up for you. But I think from after Christmas, I think the videos may be a little bit different. I'm just not sure on the timeline of everything. If you are wanting to know updates on this journey, which is evolving every day, I have to say my husband and I have both said we don't want to go back and see the surgeon again. We really don't. And not that we don't like it. She's lovely. She's amazing. But every time we've gone, the situation has got more serious. And it's like, okay, I really don't want to go back and see her again for the next set of results. I don't really mind that I'm going to lose my hair. I don't like my hair anyway. So that's going to be interesting. I think I might go and get my hair cut short, just to do something different in the next couple of weeks. I've been tying it back because I've been trying to grow it long. So there's no point now, so I might get a nice funky short haircut in the interim. I am going to miss my lashes. They are something that I really will miss, but it's the little things, guys, the little things. So yeah, so basically that is just why I wanted to hop on here and share what is happening, and that if you do see changes in my channel, that is the reason why. I do hope you continue to stay tuned in to my channel and watching any makeup videos that I do going forward. I really appreciate your support. I really appreciate you guys being here. As I said, I've got to know some absolutely amazing ladies, and I really appreciate you all. You are all amazing, and thank you very, very much. Now, on a positive note, I did want to end this on a positive note. I have ended up with 2 Pat McGrath Holiday Edition Celestial Odyssey palettes, and so in a video coming up soon, I'm going to have one of these palettes as a giveaway. So stay tuned watching my videos, and in one of those videos coming up in the next few weeks, or next probably 2 or 3 weeks, one of my videos will have this in it as a giveaway, so stay tuned for that. If you are wanting to be kept up to date with what is happening and the news that I find out as I go along, because as I said, each week it just gets worse, and I'm hoping we're at the worst of it. I will share updates on Instagram. I think that is the easiest way for me to just do snippets rather than to do another video. I don't really want to do videos and bring everything down, so I'll put snippets on Instagram from time to time, on my stories, and maybe in the feed as well. Not sure how I'll do it, but I'll keep you informed there. So subscribe to my Instagram, follow me on Instagram if you are interested in knowing how I get on going forward. I'm going to stay positive because I love my family and I want to be here for them, and I've worked hard all my life to enjoy this part of my life, and I have to say it has always been my fear that you work really hard. Well, I work really hard in the younger portion of my life to not be able to enjoy the fruits of my hard work. So I've got to pull through. I want to get back to Paris. The pandemic really held us up going back to Europe, but I want to go back to Paris again, so in Italy. So there are my goals and dreams for the future, so I have to get through this. I am really frustrated, and I don't know what the word is. I'll say frustrated that me being so diligent and getting my mammograms every year, that this got missed. I don't know if I should have been paying for extra tests because of my family history and maybe my risk factor. So I am a little bit frustrated that I have tried to do everything right. Every 12 months since the age of 35, I have been getting a mammogram. And I can't believe that this got missed. It's just one of those things. And hopefully we come out the other side. So thanks guys, I hope this wasn't too long. It wasn't supposed to be a long video, but I just wanted to share my journey of the last 6 weeks because it's been rough, really rough. And some of my videos that you've been seeing in the last wee while wouldn't portray that because I'm playing with makeup, but this is me, this is raw. And this is how things are at the moment, and I just wanted to let you know. Thank you so much for your support, for subscribing, for commenting, for liking my videos, and for sticking around. And I do hope in the next few months that you continue to be here and share what I can share with you going forward. I really love you guys, and I really appreciate everything, and I do hope you've had a beautiful and a wonderful day, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. See you later guys. Bye.